Let it hit 'em. Let it hit 'em. Let it hit him.
Oh, hey, and also, Hababa to my voice. Remember this? Remember what I sounded like with an actual microphone? Hello. Voice real. Voice is quite real. As far as I am aware. A million times better. Oh, of course. I have been waiting to finally be able to bust this out again. I have my old desk. I have my old desk with all of the scratches and a lot of new ones. I've got a view of the skyline, which is kind of cute. I can look out my window and see Albuquerque just kind of glistening in the distance, and I like it. Hello. Well, I'm in New Mexico, which I have been actually for like a month, but it's different now because I'm in the spot that I own in New Mexico. It's like it's mine or something. It's like it belongs to me. And so hello. Post a pic, please. Well, but my room is messy. Glad the surgery went well. You took the mic out of your stomach. I see. Well, I mean, listen, not everything needs a surgery. Sometimes it just takes a little while to digest a microphone. Fortunately, this is a Crudberry microphone, so even after it has been entirely disintegrated, it does have the power to reappear and be fully intact. Also, I just realized that I didn't use the fork from Panda Express today. So guess what? I got a back scratcher, y'all. Literally everything about my setup is back, except for my chair. I don't have my old chair, unfortunately. I am using a folding chair with a little soft pad for the time being, but we'll have to get me a new office chair because the ones I was using were not good for my legs. I'm still mad that Panda Express does not provide chopsticks. They can if you ask for it. But listen, Safi, in America, you think humans here are capable of using chopsticks? You have a lot of faith, buddy. Hello, Fwaz. A skill issue. I mean, you're not wrong. I can use chopsticks, albeit incorrectly, but I can do it. Oh, it looks like there's cops somewhere over there. This is gonna be so distracting. It's been a long time since I've been able to look out my window and just see a city. Oh, very nice. Also, someone's motor is revving up outside. That's gonna be fun. I think I might have a few moments from here on out of people just being like outside because we are actually in a metropolitan area. Like, this is not a suburb anymore. But it's neato. It's pretty neat. I'm enjoying what I'm looking at. Let me just read all the signs outside of my window and y'all can come find me. I think that'd be a cool thing to do, right? Anyway. Fucking, why don't we play Powerwash Simulator? Oh, hey, before we do that, actually, let's move over here. Whoosh. Look at me. I ate every last firefly that was there. Okay, so something I want you to notice. If you take a look, I'm so big. Yeah, this is the pre-game, the pre-stream screen. where I'm supposed to do all the talking, but I do it on the starting soon screen because I'm a fucking freak. Just want to point some stuff out. So if you look, why is Ego's PNG on this screen? That's wrong. Hello, Ziff. Rawr. Rawr.
That's my motor. Do you like my small PP compensation truck?
I do like your small PP compensation truck. I think that everyone with a small PP is incredible and valid. Unless you have a loud motor specifically to compensate for it, in which case, just stop being loud. That's the problem. It's not that you're PP, it's that you're loud. Okay, look over here. You see this? So there's some details on the screen. We've got this little tuft of hair on this cactus, which, being that it has both the like normal Crudberry pink and then the light Crudberry pink, implies that it came either from my chest or my ass, which is very funny to me. Here we got some little bear marks. There's also some hairs. I don't know if you can see them super duper well, but there's little bear hairs, and the claw marks go up the wall, and I just really like that. Also, this is just a PNG of the moon. It just is, so I'm happy that that doesn't look weird. I have been working on this all day. I've been working on this since I got out of VR last night at like 2 a.m. It was just, it's time for a rebrand, and so I wanted to fucking fix everything, and I'm really happy that it looks this good. It's cute. Please do not the cactus in your butt. Look, I didn't try to, it just, sometimes things happen, alright? Let's fucking go! Yeah! Whenever I see LFG, I only think of looking for group. Oh, I see. Without consent from the cactus? Oh, the cactus smacked my ass. Let's be real. That's what happened. Look, cacti, they got game. If that thing wasn't covered in spines, I mean, I might be doing the fucking lip bite emoji. Let's get some music. I have to scroll down for the album that I really like. Okay, here. This is what we usually listen to after Peaceful Dissociation. We have a coffee break. Hello, everybody. Let's get into the stream. Oh, this is gonna be fun. A lot of y'all are gonna be like, what the hell, Crudberry? I thought you said you would never do this. I thought you said this was like the whole point. We had all these conversations about fucking video fidelity and yada yada yada. I thought you were against this kind of thing. Well, times they are a-changin'. By which I mean it's a fucking bitch and a half to get backgrounds to work with the main stream layout. So guess what? We got rid of it, baby. It's gone. Take a look at me. I'm on the game. I'm on top of it. You know that's so sinful for me? I never do this. Too bad. So sad. I'm doing it now. Should I be bigger? Should the creds be bigger? No, I'm leaving it. No, I'm making it bigger. No, I'm leaving it. No, I'm making it bigger. Fuck. But it'd be so annoying. Here, I'll just make this one bigger. There. That's fine. This is fine by me. Yeah, so I went on Twitch and I looked at everybody who does streaming. Grown by 0.2, yeah. I looked at everybody that I know who does streaming, and I started realizing, like, you know, a lot of people used to do the Barry Kramer thing, the twitch.tv/Barry. And that, by the way, is when you have, like, a bar on the bottom for, like, you know, bars of donos or whatever. And then you have a bar on the side for chat, and you kind of like put yourself between the two so that you don't have to worry about covering up the game. But what I realized today is that nobody does that anymore. As it turns out, the hot new stream layout is the original stream layout, the Germa layout. Just fucking put yourself on top of the image, you slut. Stop being so afraid of covering the number of bullets in your gun. Nobody cares about your gun bullets. And It was very painful, actually, for me to do, but we did make it there. So, and it's really, it's just because if I turn on the new background, like everything is perfect exactly as I want it, and it just doesn't look good. Let me make the game smaller for a second. Like, this isn't awful, right? I could do it like this, but the colors are brighter now, and in my opinion, it's a little bit too much. Yeah, I don't know. I specifically made it like look a certain way because I wanted it to look very good for the title screen, and that's what it's designed for the most part. I knew that it was possible that I would have to sacrifice this, but like, look at this. This looks good. Like, on this screen, it's perfect. It's exactly what I need it to be. And you all, now that you've seen this at the start, understand that we are in a canyon. So, I don't have to worry about that anymore. Now, we're just in a video game, and you can watch me do video game things. Hey Deej, we now live in a house with porn on a bookshelf. Adults. Hell yeah! Do you know what I wish we lived in? Is a house with porn framed on the walls, instead of the house in which Walgreens tried to show my balls to the entirety of the store, which I will never be over, and I am scared to go look anywhere else to print. We're gonna get there, give me time. I mean, that's fine, you found a print shop? You found a print shop that does anything you want? Because that's what we need. There's an online place. Does it do anything? Because even online places sometimes have rules against that kind of thing. Specifically made for adult materials. Okay, good. Very good. I am about it. Why? You've got nice balls? Well, because I don't want Susan to be like,
So that's what you do with your phone, you little millennial. See, on my phone, it's only pictures of my son's kids.
like, I don't care. Don't talk to me. Anything that stops me from having to talk to someone better. Did I not just select continue? I was not cleaning a helicopter, I was cleaning this van. Okay, whatever. Wait, in progress. Shit. I already cleaned the van? Oh. Oh, the van's the first one? It has clearly been a long time since I've played Powerwash. Alright, helicopter time. Oh boy. Also, good morning, all you wonderful sweeties. Hello, Alexander. Welcome, welcome. And hello to everyone else. Hello, Mikey Mouse. Hello, Safaro. Spilling Sin, Izzy. We got fucking Ziffic. Replace your PNG with your feet, of course. I see. We got Fwuzz yelling. Mail City too. All y'all are so fucking welcome. Cryptic Cole, Zeo Nightshard, IFPS Yoshi. Welcome back to the Crudberry Canyon. So this is how it works. I used to be in the Crudberry Forest. Now I'm in the Crudberry Canyon. And that is just where the stream takes place canonically. So you don't have to worry about, like, no longer having a cave. There is still a cave, we just got a new one. What else? You were still campers. You were camping out in, rather than the haunted forests of Oregon, you were camping in the cursed badlands of New Mexico. And then those badlands are, like, up on the side of a mountain. And if you climb the mountain, there are trees once again, and a forest, and in that forest is a cave, and in that cave is moss, and that's where I live. So if you become a subscriber, you are still going to the Crudberry Cavern. You take your journey up the 7,000 steps and walk into the cavern, and you get your big old torch with pink fire that you can explore with. Everything is the same, there's just not a forest. That is how this works. Badlands or canyon? It can be both. A canyon can be made of badlands. As long as it is not, like, ideal for growing just about anything. It's terrible how climate change turned your forest into a desert canyon. No, there was one person who had a fucking gender reveal party, and the blue fire just took over all of Oregon. I didn't even move. I'm in the same place. I know last stream you weren't sure which you wanted. Yeah, I looked it up and realized that Badlands were just describing the way that the earth was shaped. And within the Badlands, you can have a canyon. And I was like, ooh, let me look up references for Badlands and canyons. And I came up with a bunch of references from Spyro that I did steal from a little bit. I may have photo bashed a little bit, but it's fine. You work smart, not hard, alright? Fucking the Spyro devs are not gonna be like, is that rock from my painting? Like, it'll be fine. I'm very happy with where we have ended up with all of this. Let's clean a fucking smellicopter. We make them good lands. Exactly. Crud, what? Oh shit. Okay, how do we do this again? Alright. Okay. There we go. Now this is calming. Although the game might be a little... Here, let's go to options. Wait. Fucking... No. Options. What? Oh, I was just blind. Sorry, I am insane. Water volume. Let's do this. Okay. Yeah, that's nice. Big old plainy boy honker on that chopper, yeah. Oh, this game feels so good. I want to play so much of this. So, had I finished all of this setup earlier, we would have been playing a different game. I'm very excited for that, though. I have everything set up for it that I want to do. But yeah, I want you to know that tomorrow we will be beginning something new. Which you might think, well, Deej, gosh heck, what about Tears of the Kingdom? What about Breath of the Wild? What about Twilight Princess? What about Skyward Sword? What about Ocarina of Time? Do you remember? I've started so many Zelda games and I haven't finished one. I haven't finished a single Zelda game. Don't worry, we're going back to them. We're gonna finish all of them. I'm probably gonna restart Ocarina because it's just fun to play over and over. But we're gonna beat them. But I want to play a spooky game. I feel like summer is the perfect time to get cozy and play something a little spookier. And so that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna play Resident Evil 4 tomorrow. And it is all downloaded and everything is just taken care of. The only reason I'm not playing it now is because it's too late. It's currently midnight. Actually it's midnight 30. So yeah, it's late. But tomorrow that will be happening. And I look forward to it. I hope everyone will enjoy watching me scream and shout and pee-pee my pants. Leon can finally get his TREATS. Yes. Yes, be very careful though. I hear he learns the word snack. I'm not gonna lie, I've been seeing a lot of people playing Tears of the Kingdom, and don't come at me, but I've been getting tired of watching it. I mean, I definitely understand that. And you know, I'm gonna be honest, don't come at me, but I've been playing off camera this entire time. There is a lot of plot in Tears of the Kingdom that I just said fuck it and did, because I was like, you know, if I'm being real, people don't want to watch this. This is a huge game that everyone's playing, and folks want to see it themselves. How do I... Oh, it's R to rotate. Yeah, so during the move, this whole month, I've been just like on and off at night playing Tears of the Kingdom. I've been getting a lot of shrines done. I have 2 rows of hearts now. Fucking... I have done more story. There's been so much. There's been so much that I've done. I've been doing the quests for the Gazette and Hot Bird. So, I mean, like, even if I went back to Tears of the Kingdom, it'd be like, what's even the point, right? Because I'm not anywhere close to where we were last time you looked. So I think what I'm gonna do is, after a while, after the game kind of cools off and people aren't sick and tired of seeing it, I think then I'm gonna start a new save file, and everyone who couldn't watch the first time can watch the second time, right? Like all the folks who just got the game now, or will only have the game in a couple weeks, they can watch me play that time. I think it'll be a lot more fun. Really, the Tears of the Kingdom streams were just bonus streams too. Like, that was just me not having, like, fuck all to do at night and needing to feel like I was working. So I played Zelda. And in fact, I played Zelda so much that Sig was like, hey, I think this is a coping mechanism to make yourself not think about the fact that you were leaving. And he was right. So I stopped playing it on stream, and we got the move done, and then once we left the house, I was allowed to play it again. That was our rule. So yeah, long story short, I definitely know that, like, it's not the most fun to watch, not only because everyone's playing it, but because the people who aren't playing it don't want to see it, and then, like, other streamers might raid into you and do the whole, like, uh-oh, gotta dash, don't want spoilers, and it's like, yeah, but, like, half your chat's gonna go with you. Yeah. That's why when I play a game that just came out, I really want to raid somebody who's not playing that game, so everyone feels safe. The Planey boys say no steppy. Oh, I steppy. I steppy so good. Also, what's the point of saying no step on top of the plane? You realize that in order to be here, I'm already stepping, right? Like, you should probably say that with an arrow on the side of it, so I'm like, oh, I can't step up there. But right now, I'm already in peril. Look at this. Look at this peril. You like my feet, Planey boy? I'm happy to be back. The no step is because it's in the propeller's range. Well, I hope it doesn't turn on. I've got a question for y'all. Have you ever seen signs on the road, like when you're traveling, I mean, it's usually when I'm traveling for me. I don't know if these are just in residential areas too. But have you ever seen those signs on the road that say, oh, speed limit is this, you'd better follow it, the speed limits are enforced by helicopter? Cause that shit intimidates the fuck out of me. Like, I'm sure what they mean is that they have, like, helicopters that can see you going fast, and they'll be like, oh, look at that. But, like, first of all, no they don't, I haven't ever seen them. And secondly, it sounds like you're going to shoot me from the sky if I'm going too fast. Like, I just imagine in those zones, anyone who goes like 50 and a 40 just do. And they get blown off the road. Everyone has to swerve out of the way. I just like, I don't know, if they said speed monitored by helicopter, that'd be one thing. But they say enforced. Speed enforced by aircraft. How are you going to enforce something without shooting me? That's like the only way to do it. It's just to inflict fear like how churches do in Christianity. Yeah, that's true. It's just a weird concept to me. To be like, oh, we're very serious about the speed limit in this like forest road where no residential areas reside. Yeah, dude, fucking Route 66 halfway through goddamn Arizona. Let me tell you, the speed limit is extremely important to me for some reason. Driving from North Carolina to Birdhouse, I'd passed dozens of them. Why do you need a helicopter for that? I don't know. And that's the thing, is like I said, I'm pretty sure it's just entirely fictional. Like, not even one of those rules that used to be enforced, but just something that they made up. Because if you think about it practically, it doesn't make any sense. Why would you have an aircraft to enforce your speed limit when cameras have existed for years and years? It's like the Boogeyman. Yeah, or the Queen of England.
Did you get up today?
Whoa.
And are you doing okay?
I am. Thank you for asking. Wow.
Did you leave it all behind you?
Oh, well, I did. It's a weird question, though.
Take it away.
I'm sorry, ma'am. Who are you? Have we met? You're asking a lot of personal questions suddenly. Like, I'm fine with you asking if I'm doing okay. That's cool, but it's just... Did you leave it all behind? I'm sorry, what? Okay, well, I really don't need your advice, and especially not in such a drawn-out way. Did cameras get vandalized too much? It's a national pastime in some places to destroy cameras. I mean, it's actually really funny. I'd like to think the cameras got destroyed too often, but also it still seems like a waste of money. Like, these guys destroyed our cameras, so we have helicopter pilots just on tap. And that way I'm able to tell how fast you're going. Are you going 30 over? I needed a helicopter to tell. You can't see that with your eyes, you know. Oh, don't worry, it is a waste of money. Good. I mean, bad, but good that I'm such a smart boy. Hee hee. We should make a speed limit for helicopters. That'll show them. Dude. You make a speed limit for helicopters, and then you go faster than that in your car. Boom. Fucking stop me. They got those fucking... They got like floating Crash Bandicoot signs up there that say helicopter speed enforced by bigger helicopter. And so they see you speeding down the road and they're like, oh, I gotta catch him. And then they hear like whoop, whoop, whoop up above. They're like, oh shit. And they're like dodging missiles. And I'm like, haha. I will get to Cracker Barrel 2 seconds earlier. Oh shit. Oh, okay. I'm glad that worked. I was about to be pissed. Helicopters try to gun you down and they try to dodge anti-air missiles. What I can tell from this is that you had a very eventful trip down from New Mexico. So, I'm trying to remember the trip down to New Mexico. It was a month ago. I remember there were definitely some stupid drivers. There was a guy that was like hardcore trying to pass me on a 1-lane road. So like, there's some areas in the desert where you can go over the median, like the middle line, as long as there's no traffic anywhere. And this dude kept trying to gun it past me when like cars were cresting over the horizon, and I was like, listen, if I slow down to let you do this, you will kill us both. So no, I'm going to pick up speed actually. And he was like, oh, I'm so mad that you picked up speed. Now you're going the speed that I was gonna go. Grrr! I'm supposed to be in front of you. And it was a whole mess. That guy was stuck with us for like, I want to say like 30 miles. And then Remy and I pulled over to a gas station and let him go about his merry way. I'm sure he exploded like literally right down the road. And then he exploded. Oh, see, great minds. Yeah, the fucking the helicopters got him. still a really calming game. I don't know why I don't come back to this more. I always see it and I'm like, no one wants to watch me play Powerwash Simulator and just talk about bullshit. And then once I start doing it, I'm like, oh wait, this is what everybody wants. How did I forget? A bunch of green screen crashes and explosions. Yeah, that's what it feels like. It's what I'm sure must have happened. Do you know something that's actually interesting that happened to me? I guess it's interesting to me, but like, so during COVID, everybody gained two things. One, hair, and 2, pounds. I definitely gained a whole lot of weight during the pandemic, and I was already big. I was in LA, with like a whole bunch of food that was fucking delicious as hell and super high in calories. Literally a place that we used to get food from all the time called Fat Burger. And I have friends who are feeders down there, so like I never had to worry about my waistline being like you know, unsightly or whatever. In fact, when I went to hang out with people, they would be like, wow, did you get bigger? You look so good. And I'd be like, which was great. But then I moved away and I was like, I kind of don't want this. And so I was on the fence for a long while. And as you know, like I started doing powerlifting at the beginning of this year, and that has gone great. But on the drive down, because my like understanding of my body is just that I am big, I never thought about it, but I have changed shapes. I am a little bit smaller now. I'm not as rotund as I used to be. And I went to a gas station in Idaho, and there was a dude who like clearly did not want to live in Idaho, like a real bro. We love this guy. And he was working behind the counter. He made some jokes at the expense of a stupid cop that walked in and was asking for shit that he didn't sell at a gas station. And I got these fucking Kit Kats that are churro flavored. I think I brought this up at one point on stream. Churro flavored Kit Kats. They were to die for. They were so fucking good. As soon as I took a bite in my car, I jumped back out of the car, went back into the gas station, and the dude was like, oh my god, what's wrong? Did something go wrong? And I got more Kit Kats, and I was like, oh no, everything is fine. I'm just getting more of these because I'm fat. And that's just a thing that I'm used to saying. And then he was like, what? Dude, you're not fat. You look big as hell. And I was like, what? And I stopped for a moment and I was like, wait. The first thing that people notice about me is my chest and not my belly? What? When did this change happen? What's going on? And I think about that on and off right now. Like, it's not necessarily like, ha ha ha, I'm improving. It's just like, oh, things are different. It's just a thing that I never really expected to happen. Like me not being universally classified as like overweight anymore. Now I'm just a guy. Booba? Ayo, it's there. It's there to the point that I can like, or not I can, because it's not like a superpower that I activate, it's what happens. I post selfies in chats, and people will be like, hello, titty? I'm like, what? I am not the titty meister. Fucking, I'm not mad that people think about it, but it's just, it's bewildering to me because I've never gotten that response before. I'm used to the, ooh, your belly's so round, and now I'm getting the, oh, you look like you could throw me. And I'm realizing that for some of these people, I could throw them, and I want to. Like, it's nuts. Yeah. Is Mix It Up down? Oh, that's right. Because I had to shut down the computer to get into the new office. Hey girl, look like you could throw me over a football field, haha. Yeah, Remy, what's up? Gas station clerk telling me I'm huge hits different. It do, though. It really do. It's interesting. Also, Mix It Up should be up right now. I'm sorry if anyone tried to get me to notice the toes. I'm unpacking my spellcasting kit, and one of the candles got so hot it melted. Oh. Hopefully your spellcasting kit is not able to cast any hexes without you there. Otherwise, that candle has been putting in some work.
Oh my god, you're so fucking cute!
You're fucking cute. What? I'll destroy you. With my apparently huge tits. Without intention, it's powerless. Nice. Oh, you know that is what I need. I need to go to the gym again. I need to get a local membership set up. I don't know if there's a branch of the old place. I could check, but I'm not going to say the name of the gym just in case. But also, yeah, I want to get back to working out. I want to slam the weights again and feel huge. Cause like, if you are one who works out, you will understand this. But like, once you get past the huff and puff, like, oh god, working out is hard. Once you're beyond that stage and it's just a thing that you do, it takes on this like, this energy of its own. Where now that you have worked out and you start looking in the mirror and seeing yourself as someone who works out, you're not just like doing it for your health, it becomes vain. You're doing it because you're hot. And I want that again. Jim's gym with the Jim-a-Jimman. Exactly. I want to go to the gym to get strong enough to lift all my partners. That's the dream. Although now that I think about it, I'm pretty sure I've lifted most of your partners. I'm gonna beat you to it. Ha No, it's fine. I'll just make sure that I don't pick that last one up. They're not gonna get any uppies from this bear. I want to get strong enough to lift Rumble without hurting my back. Because I lifted him a couple weeks ago and swung him around, and that did not feel good on the lower back at all. Definitely did some extra stress. And now that same part of my back hurts, but for different reasons. I got to get back to the gym. I think it's just me, like, atrophying. I haven't done deadlifts. God, it sucks. And the other thing is, because I've been going to the gym, my calorie count has gone way up because my body craves more, like, bullshit to burn. But now, I'm still craving all of those foods, and I'm not burning it, which is another problem entirely. Although I'm still healthy, so, like, it's not a huge problem. I'll just get fat again. And then, all the Twitter followers on Ramen Salt will be happy again. I'll post another fucking belly pic and they'll go insane. Speaking of partners, I got a boyfriend recently, and when I became his boyfriend, he is now in a poly relationship. And apparently his other partner has 2 other partners. Oh. You're having the exploration phase. This is very fun. This is where you learn about everything polyamory. And this is also where, if you have to tell somebody that you have a boyfriend who has a boyfriend, and they don't get it, you get to have the really fun, definitely not annoying when repeated experience of explaining that no, you don't want to slit each other's throats, and this is not an excuse to just bone more people. It's polyamory. Very fun that. I fucking love being poly though. I think it's just an extremely freeing experience. Cause like, okay, Ego showed us a TikTok that explains exactly how I feel perfectly. I'm gonna paraphrase what that guy said, right? Finny. That's not what that guy said, but hello, welcome back to the Crudberry Cavern, Fanny. Hope you're enjoying your time.
So moist.
Deej, what are you doing? It says no step. I step exactly where it says no step. So you better not say no step on your face, because I'll step there. I'll put on my best shoes. But yeah, the polyamory TikTok. Finny, welcome back for your, what is that, 23rd month. That's fucking nuts. Thank you so much for your continued support. I hope that you will enjoy your ad-free viewing and emotes, even though we are now in a canyon. Enjoy exploring the Crudberry Cavern, the new location. Crudberry Cavern sister location. And there's no princess baby, so don't worry. Or circus baby, circus princess baby, circus girl, claw arm, ice cream, kill. There's none of that. No scooping in this sister location. Are you saying ah because of the music? Because You found your documents folder. Oh, good. See, I told you it was here. I knew you would find it. I know how fucking nerve-wracking it is to not have that, though. So I am glad that you found it sooner rather than later. But yeah, okay, so talking about polyamory. Okay, we have another sub. I will put it on hold again.
People can be in a romantic relation with more than one person at a time and not want to commit murderous acts upon one or more of the other members. Giuseppe Biker, Giuseppe Biker, Giuseppe Biker.
Exactly. That's the thing. That's the thing you have to keep explaining to people. Thank you so much for resubscribing for your 14th month. I'm super happy to have you back, Nimbus. Y'all are wonderful, wonderful little beans. It feels great to be streaming. It really does. Even though it's like way too late in the night. But you know, y'all are still here. Y'all showed up. So thank you for that as well. One time in college, I got a knock on my door saying the cops are here to talk to you, and I walked downstairs to meet them, and the officer was like, hey, we arrested someone for snatching a purse, and he had your social security card. And I was like, oh, that's where it went. Well, I mean, that's about the best ending that could have had, considering that it had been stolen. Oh boy. Social security cards are a whole other beast, though. I don't understand America sometimes. Actually, no. I'm pretty sure I have never understood America, so remove the sometimes. But yeah, okay, polyamory. Sorry to get sidetracked so often, but it's a Crudberry stream. I know you expect it already. So, the TikTok explained it thusly. Was that there was this guy in an interview, I don't know what show it was for, but they were like, so you have like multiple partners? And he was like, yes. And they were like, so how does that work? And he was like, well, it works like a relationship. We communicate, we talk to each other, we talk about each other, we share what we feel, and it just works itself out because we're not afraid to express that. And they're like, but what about jealousy? How are you able to just not feel jealousy? And he was like, no. That is not what happens. You don't not feel jealousy. You just don't let jealousy be the end. You feel it, you talk about it, you work it out, And when you're honest about it, it goes away. If you're able to say that you were jealous, you get to figure out exactly why you were jealous and where that comes from. And you get to have a conversation with the people you were jealous of, which makes it so much better. Because what you want to do is be avoidant, but you can't do that when you're polyamorous. You can't say, oh, I hate this person, I'm jealous of them, I'm not going to speak to them. You have to talk to them and figure out what you can do to make the relationship better for everyone involved. And when that happens, you end up feeling safe, right? Because jealousy is fear. And once you realize that your fears aren't actually what's happening, you just feel safe. And that's exactly it. That is exactly what it is. It's not about never having negative emotions about a partner that your partner has. It's just about knowing how to talk about it without being, like, you know, afraid. You can't like light foot around it. You can't beat around the bush. If you're poly, you have to say that you're upset. Because what that does if you don't say that you're upset is it cascades down the line to everyone you're dating. So, like, if you were jealous of someone who one of your partners is dating, and then you don't speak to that partner about it, and you don't speak to the person you're jealous of about it, all you're going to do is end up making everyone wonder what is wrong, and then they'll all be scared, and they might point fingers at each other. When it's not their fault, it is your jealousy, which means it's your responsibility. And it's not wrong for you to feel jealousy, and it's not bad to have that emotion and to have to work through it. It shouldn't be embarrassing. It should just be a thing that you see and understand and take care of. It's like having a cyst, you know? If you got like a sty or something, you don't go, oh, well, that's unsightly, but I'm just gonna leave it alone because I don't want to deal with it. No, you have to deal with it. You put medicine on that. It will go away. That's how you deal with it. I feel like there's this intense, like, narrative about polyamory that, like, they're the next evolution of relationships, right? They've somehow figured out how to not be jealous. And it's no... Like, technically, I have figured out how to not be jealous, and I do have pity for folks who can't, like, do that, because jealousy's fucking hard, right? Like, if you can't get over your jealousy, and that's, like, full stop, like, something that's ended relationships, that, I feel for that, because jealousy is hard. It's extremely hard to get over. But it's like, if you decided to be in a polyamorous relationship, you have to be able to feel jealousy and acknowledge that you're feeling it and be honest that you're feeling it. You can't be scared of what people are going to think, and you can't be afraid of, like, you know, looking like you're inexperienced or like you're not, like, good enough to be these people's partners. You just gotta go with it. Like, there's no special ingredient to being polyamorous. There's just, do you want to? Yes, no. If yes, great. If no, great. Because either way, you're figuring out what makes you happy in a relationship, and that's the most important thing. Like, being poly gets you more partners. You might think, oh, more partners equals better love life. And no, the best love life is the one you want. So just chase whatever that is. Mine is poly, but it's because that's just how I operate. I'm not poly because I don't get jealous. I'm poly because I fall in love too much. That's what it is. I'm polyamorous because I got a girlfriend, and then after I had that girlfriend, I wanted a boyfriend because he was really hot and cute and made me smile. And so that's what happened. And it's like just as simple as that. No more complicated. Silent resentment grows and pervades. Oh yeah. I feel like jealousy is one of the most discouraged emotions we talk about in quote-unquote standard society. And yeah, it just kind of stews. Yeah. Like, I feel like, and maybe TV has had a hand in this, because it's a big thing that happens in episodes of whatever show you watch. Literally name a show, there's a jealousy episode. And like, I don't think it needs to be that horrible of a thing. You know, like, jealousy in America, at least, is seen as like a party foul. Like, bro, you're jealous? That means you're pathetic. Stop doing that.
Yeah.
And no, that's not it at all. Like, being jealous isn't looking at someone and saying, "Oh, I wish I had that. You should stop having that. That's genuinely what I want." Being jealous, if you stop and think about it and accept yourself, is the act of you feeling as though you were going to lose something that you have, you know? Like, envy is looking at something that you want that someone else has, and jealousy is the fear of losing what you've already had, right? If you had a chance with this girl that you like, and someone else comes over and starts dating her, you get jealous because all those times that you laughed and looked in each other's eyes and felt that spark but refused to kiss because you were too nervous, that's gone. And that scares you. You feel like you might be lesser. You feel like your life might be worse, and like you'll never know what it's like to be with this lady. And like, not even just as a polyamory thing, straight up, if you are jealous of a monogamous relationship and these people are folks who care about you and like you want to keep around in your life, talk to them. I'm being real. Go straight over to them and say, "Hey, I want you to know I am happy for you. Genuinely, I'm thrilled. I love your relationship. You two look so, like, entirely happy together. But I kinda got this weird, like, feeling like I'm not getting, like, attention, or I need y'all to reassure me that, like, shit's okay, that we're good. It's not gonna be weird if I talk about this, you know? Like, just say that. Just say that." I have had that conversation with people over and over, and it always ends up making everything better. I've had the conversation with someone where I'm like, "Hey dude, we're buds, and I know that you are not looking for someone to date, especially not me, but I fell in love with you, and we gotta figure that out because I don't want to start making things weird." And that conversation resulted in that friendship getting so much better. And we got so much closer and laughed at each other's jokes so much more. And you know what it made me realize is that not dating that guy didn't matter to me. It really didn't. The thing that I cared about was that we, like, were close, and I was able to have, like, someone to talk to that would understand me and what I need and what I'm looking for, regardless of if it's a romantic thing or not. I just wanted to be understood, and I wanted to have a cool friend. And like, romance is not the only way to do that. And you know what? The other thing is, sometimes relationships that you have with people that you're not dating are romantic, and it just happens by accident, right? Like, you ever had a friend that you go up to and you are more affectionate with them than you are with anyone else? Like, you walk by and you're wearing a new outfit that you just bought, and like, they do not hesitate if they notice to say like, "Oh dude, you look fucking good in that." Like, this is more common with ladies, I've noticed, that they'll be like, "Oh girl, you look hot." That is romantic. Like, those actions are romantic actions. Those words are romantic words. And that feeling that you get of like reassurance and happiness when your friend says that is a partially romantic feeling. And that's totally chill. You don't gotta worry about like stepping in the way of, oh, you're trying to get my girl. You shouldn't have to worry about that. Humans are complicated and simple. So like, you know, the romance you have with your friends, it's not a big deal, but also it's important to you, so it is a big deal. Complicated and simple. You may be the first person that I know to actually acknowledge and define the difference between jealousy and envy. Oh yeah. You know what's really funny is I learned that in church. Because there's a lot of Bible verses that talk about God being a jealous God. And I was like, why would he want what I have? And the youth pastor was like, oh, no. He's not envious of you. He doesn't want your Xbox. You can keep your Xbox. He's jealous, as in he is terrified that you're going to stop believing in him and then you'll be less safe. He'll stop having the opportunity to protect you. And like, as far as concepts about God go, that one was pretty cool. Like literally, Goofy Movie is a film about jealousy, right? Max wants to grow up and stop associating with his dad because he's like embarrassing, and Goofy gets jealous. It doesn't seem like it's jealousy, but that's what it is. Goofy sees that he's not as close to his son anymore, and they're not going on fishing trips and hanging out and chatting all the time, and he's worried that things are getting worse, and he starts doing stupid stuff to try and win him over, and then Max does stupid stuff in response because they're not just having a talk about it. Like, almost every like dramatic Disney plotline is about jealousy. It's just about being afraid that something's changed. And that's a cool feeling to have because it means you care. Like, if you didn't get jealous when a huge life change happened between you and your friend, it means either you fully understand everything and are very emotionally mature about it, which, good for you if you can manage that, but dude, if you don't get that feeling and you're not emotionally mature, it means you just don't give a shit. And I don't know, if people tell me that they're jealous of a thing that I'm doing with someone else, or jealous of like the way I'm spending my time, it can be like frustrating to have to try and figure out like how to remedy that. But at the end of the day, I'm thrilled that they care about me that much. Because the number one thing I worry about is that I'm just coasting on people's good graces until they decide they don't have them anymore. That's my fucking fear. Someone's jealous about me? Whoa. Like, that means they give a shit. That's nuts. Also, a vid by ContraPoints about envy that's pretty insightful, that also distinguishes the two. Yeah. Shouldn't omniscient God already know whether or not you're going to abandon him? One, whether or not you're going to abandon him. Two, be above irrational mortal feelings like fear? Yes. Which is why it's stupid. One of the many reasons that I was like, hey, wait a minute, when I was 17 and stopped being a Christian. Hey, Afinchi. Hello, hello. If there's one thing Church loves to do is frame you as the problematic partner in a relationship. Ah. Yeah, like make it look like you were doing something terrible. Look at how sad God is when you touch your pee-pee. He wishes you were touching his pee-pee. It's probably not right. It's been a long time since I've read my Bible, folks. I don't know. I hope no one's coming to a bear on the internet to try and learn about Christianity. I am not smart. I've got honey brain. Alright, and so now we get to the all-important piece of every power wash level that is, so where the fuck? Here, you're dirty. Get clean. You're fucking filthy. Touching God's pee-pee is powerful energy? I'd want that. It depends on the pee-pee, I don't know. Cause like, if I can assume that God will have like a cool human pee-pee, then I'll be like, okay, I'll give that a smack. We'll take a look. But if he's gonna have some biblically accurate, like, unknowable Gygus dong, like, no thanks. Please present me with shaft and bollocks. And if not, then no dice. Now, if not, anyway. But Deej, need not afraid, seed not afraid. Show me your dirt, PP. There it is. Fucking get clean. You're acting like I'm not spraying that part. Just be clean already. Oh my god. You always do this. You're always so dirty. Always like, Crudberry, come clean me. I'm so dirty. When are you gonna bring me home a grandchild? I don't know. I'm talking to a fucking helicopter right now. When are you gonna get your fuselage wet and bring me grandchildren? That's a question I hope I never fucking hear from my family, by the way. I hope I never hear that question from my family, by the way. Extended family still does not know how much I love, cock. I have gotten that question before, when I was, just starting college and didn't have any, romantic interests. Someone was like, "Oh, I don't know. You're gonna have to carry on the family name. Get your parents some grandchildren." And I was like, first of all, that is the single weirdest way to talk about one of my major life decisions. Like, I don't understand how people of the quote-unquote greatest generation do not understand this. If you were asking me about my romantic prospects because you were concerned about me not living my best life, you know, that's fair. Tell me to get out there, tell me not to be shy. If I see someone I like, go for it. That's great advice. The bad advice is, I would love for you to knock someone up so that they could have grandchildren. Continue our family line by making it the hugest decision you will ever make in your life about taking care of another human being for the rest of your life, so that every now and again they can come visit me and I will see them and not change their diapers and then give them back to you. How about you stop talking to me? Why is that not the response they expect? It should be the natural response from everyone. I didn't want kids so badly I had those organs removed. I mean, hell yeah. That was, so just to avoid that conversation happening, when I came out to my dad, well, first of all, when I came out to my dad, he was like, "You're not gay." I was like, all right. But no, when I reinforced to my dad that I was gay, the way that I introduced the concept was as follows. I said, "Dad, I need you to accept that I'm gay, and so I will now hammer home the idea that your family lineage ends with me." I was like, look, I've got a sister. She seems interested in raising kids. That's great if she feels like doing that. But as far as the male family name, not only am I going to take my wife's name when we marry, we will not produce children, and your bloodline is dead. And that's what I said. That is literally what I said. Because, like, look, hard conversations are like coaching. If you start out rough and then get softer throughout the time, it's easy that way. Everyone allows a rough coach to be nice later on. But if you try to start out gentle and then you bring out the family lineage dies with me, oh no, sir, that's not gonna go well. You start with a shouting match, and then you go get Denny's, and things slowly simmer down. Denny's, damn, you fucking like Denny's, huh? Who's this Denny? How they treating you? Tail rotor drive shaft. That would be you, wouldn't it be? Oh, suck my cock! You, get clean. Oh my god, you're such a dirty little girl! I hope you know I expect payment for all this cleaning up I gotta do for you. Oh, you don't have any money? No, I'm sure we can come up with something. Just let me get that tail rotor. I'm trying to see if any aeromorphs are enjoying this right now. I don't know what they like to hear in bed. I'm just doing my best. Is this correct? Am I hitting the spot? Aeromorph furries? Damn, girl, your wings are big. I bet you serve the good Biscoff. Oh, literally where? Where's the dirt? I'm not seeing it. Oh, you motherfucker, it's in there. Get clean. Okay, cool. Don't talk about the Denny's hash brown outcome. Holy shit. Also, Finchy, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the Crudberry camp deep within the cursed badlands of New Mexico. I hope you enjoy your stay. Hydraulic pipes. Now see, this is the problem. That could be anywhere. Wingspan, Deej. Wingspan. What? Did I really talk about planes too? Again, I guess it makes sense. That planes have a wingspan. Whenever I think of wingspan, I'm thinking of like a fucking albatross. Not a 747. Oh. You bitch. Where? Where? Yes! Yes! Ooh, you sick cunt, you're done! I'm done with you! I'm gonna play soccer. Dude really just flushed her hole and ran. What? 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 My ball! Bro! SMH. Let's get out of here. You're a class act for Affinity. Thank you. That's what I like to hear. Clean the mayor's mansion. Oh no. Dirt finder! Someone with way too much time and egg on their hands has seen fit to bombard my magnificent abode with ballistics most foul. Don't ask me why. I'm as fair and noble a mayor as this town has ever seen, I'm sure. As I'm sure you appreciate, security is at a premium right now, so I'm afraid I won't be allowing you onto my property. What? Instead, I have provided you with a voucher for an extra long washer extension. It's for the cheapest one. I'm not made of money. Holy shit. This fucking guy. Imagine being the mayor and being like, oh, I don't have the money. Clean the recreation vehicle. Clean the penny farthing. Okay, no. In progress, completed. Bonus jobs. Clean the Mars rover. Clean the gnome fountain. Well, I guess I will get a new Powerwash tool for doing this, so let's just go ahead. Crudberry. Bananas, I'm gonna put you in a soup. Lime soup. Tasty. I can hit continue. I thought it was still loading. Extra long extension available in the shop. Well, let's take a look-see. Alright. clothing. Wait, what? Okay. This feels so silly. Your flirt got ignored? Let me take a look. Me flirting with an aeromorph. Damn girl, you're looking fine. Do you blend careless passengers into fine pace with those turbines? Haha. Now see, I worry that they would be offended that you would think they would even begin to blend a passenger like that, alright? Because a plane? Oh yeah, a plane would be like, oh hell yeah I do, but an aeromorph, they have feelings, that's a creature. They won't blend passengers, they'll blend, I don't know, whoever they don't like. This new mouthwash is atrocious. Ooh. Is it bad that I kind of want to know what it tastes like now? Hang on. All right. Have water nearby in a spit cup? Nah. All right, chat. This is Crest Pro Health Intense. Intense germ kill. And the flavor is cooling sensation. Okay. Now I already am concerned because they didn't say mint or cool mint. So they're not giving me a flavor. They're telling me you will experience a cooling sensation. I think it says mint at the bottom. I'm not seeing it say mint. Okay. Yeah, clean mint in tiny words. Yeah, sorry, fucking intense 99% germ kill took up most of the bottle. So I did not see that it said clean mint. And also, what does cooling sensation mean? If mint is the flavor, are we gonna start doing this? Am I gonna get a Doritos Locos taco and it's gonna say like crunchy sensation on the package? Do it clean though. We're gonna figure that out. I'm about to put this sensation in my mouth. Oh boy, let me take a whiff of it. Whoa! How do I describe that? Wow. It tastes like peppermint booze, or it smells like peppermint booze. Like just a fucking hit. Sins loves the strong minty mouthwash. Yeah, let's see how I feel about it. Alright. Okay, chat. 3, 2, 1. Hmm. Mm-hmm. Okay. All right. So the mouthfeel was not as terrible as I thought it would be. But y'all, it does not have a flavor. I was expecting to taste mint because it said mint on the bottle, but no. It tastes like mouth fight. It tastes like the conflict of your mouth experiencing the alcohol. That really is crazy. Cause like even vodka has like a bitter taste, right? But this is just like, it's just a chemical. You just put a chemical in you. Also, I don't know how to describe this in a way that doesn't sound insane, but the aftertaste of that mouthwash is decidedly Ralph Lauren cologne. I don't know what the fuck they put in it. I can taste the little fucking polo man in my mouth. Oh, I wish it was gone. I wish I was not tasting this. Thank you for that experience, Remy. Oh. Oh, that's so weird. Every time I speak, every like breath that I take that runs fresh air over my tongue, it refreshes the cologne taste. Who used that and thought, ah, yes, the public must hear about this. Release it. Unleash this beast onto the wild. Breath of the Wild! I mean, that's what it feels like, dude! Or at the very least, I would rather have a caveman's breath than this mouthwash feeling. Oh, it's so cologne! Hi, Denton. Remy told me that she just used mouthwash that we just got for the new house, and that it was the worst sensation that she has ever had from mouthwash. And so naturally I had to try it, and, yeah. I do not like this. D, did you taste a Switch cartridge? You know, Safaro, I would have preferred that, because I know exactly what a Switch cartridge tastes like. Time for Cobalt sleep. Good night, Remington! I'm trying not to say that I really want Denny's. But also, when you wake up in the morning, do you think you would want to get Denny's? I mentioned it once and now I'm like, Grand Slam. Music is making you want to get on VR chat? Aw. Y'all, I have a VR couch! So I don't know if I ever told you this, but for the last 5 months, or I guess more like 6 months, at the old apartment, I had an inflatable mattress just filling up my entire office besides the desk. And it looked ridiculous and was ridiculous, but when I had COVID, I had to sleep in there, so we blew up the mattress. And I realized halfway through COVID that I could sleep in VR with that mattress. And then I kind of just didn't want to stop sleeping in VR. So I left the inflatable mattress in my office. And I would use it for VR chat nights. And now I have a little couch in here that does not take up the entire room, and in fact is an incredibly reasonable size. And it's perfect for my tiny body. So I got in VR with some sweet eggs last night, some folks that I adore greatly. And it was really awesome. The only thing that I'm missing is trackers, so that when we're all laying down watching a YouTube video and somebody starts stuffing their face into someone else's crotch, I can subtly look over and be like, what the hell is happening there? Without moving my entire body in this big overdrawn animation that makes it very clear. Like, I just, look, sometimes you just want to peek across the room and be like, what are you doing? And you don't want to move your legs and swing your ass in front of everybody on the couch. So yes, I do want trackers. I was thinking about, I told Remy, what's that service that people get where, like, if someone wants to buy them a thing that they want but don't need, then they can just have their audiences do it for them? I was thinking about doing that and putting VR chat trackers on it and being like, hey, fucking, if you feel like getting me a gift, you can do this, but I'm not gonna ask you to. It's just a chance that you might do it. Throne. Yeah, Throne. I was like, that'd be cool. But then if I put that on Throne, I was like, alright, well, my VR headset is unfortunately like an old Oculus, and it disconnects constantly if you move your head in a slightly tilted direction. It's like, maybe I should get an entirely new headset. But then I thought, what fucking headset would I even want? Because the market is kind of uncertain right now. There's like new shit coming out soon that people think could be great or Resident Sleeper, and like, I don't know. People were saying a couple years ago that I wanted to get the Valve Index, and then I asked about it this year and they were like, no, actually I don't know. Maybe don't get the Valve Index because it's expensive. And there's other stuff that might be better. And I was like, is that stuff better? And they were like, I don't know. So VR currently is very scary for my wallet. And if, I don't know, if someone showed up and just felt like dropping like a bunch of fucking money on me, I'd be like, alright, first of all, holy shit. But secondly, thank you. I did not feel like it was worth it to do that myself yet, in the current state I'm in. Apparently Vive is releasing trackers without the need of base stations. Whoa. Slime VR has good trackers. So I've heard of Slime VR, and I have never heard of anyone talk about a Slime VR headset. So are they just trackers that go with any VR headset that's already installed? they self-track. Yeah, because that'd be pretty nutty. Don't require lighthouses. I see. I don't see. I don't know what lighthouses are. Listen, chat, I'm not knowledgeable about VR. I just got XS overlay like a month ago. Everything that I say about VR that sounds like I know what I'm talking about, I probably heard from Zifik or Cujo. Holly? Holly here? I love Holly. Looking at getting the $295 Slime VR set for a while now, just haven't gotten around to it. I mean, yeah, I understand, because it's $295, dude. Like, that's legit what I'm talking about when I say I'm thinking about getting a throne, is just like genuinely, I really want this stuff, and it would be awesome to have, but I just can't justify dropping like fuck money on a new headset and then fuck money on trackers. But God, I really want it, because I'm in VR quite often, even more often now that I've got a cool couch, and it's just like, I don't know. I'm getting, you know what I'm getting? I'm getting a little bit of the like Fortnite FOMO, where all of my friends have trackers and they can do all the cool dances, and they can like splay their paw beans and like lay down and have it actually look like they're laying down. And I'm like, dude, I want all of those things. I wish I could stop doing the weird like dump truck walk animation and just actually crouch for real. A couple years ago, like, the folks that had full body tracking were like, they were like the gods among men. Everybody was doing the dump truck walk. And now, like, I don't think a single person who was in VR with me last night had like a trackerless setup. I think I was the only one. And it was funny because I was thinking like, oh man, I've had to be doing like, last couple times I was in VR, I had to do desktop mode. That sucked. So glad I'm finally out of desktop mode. And I still feel like I'm not in the full setup. And I'm like, oh, damn it. Indeed, you can edit your avatar to have a default laying and crouch pose. I mean, I still want the trackers. And I know I can edit my avatar, but here's the thing is I don't know how to do that. And I have the type of ADHD that doesn't like learning how to do new things. So I would have to pay someone to do it. And if I'm gonna pay someone to update my avatar real good, I may as well just get the trackers. I can literally do it for you. I would feel so bad if you did it for me because that's genuinely a thing that people do for money. Unless somebody purchased Sephiroth's labor on my throne. And do you know what it is? It's unity, right? Like, if you were like, Deej, I'll draw you an icon, I'd be like, okay. But making you work in Unity, listen, no one should have to do that. I've been lamenting about how I'm never able to use my VR because I never see people on it anymore, and you're telling me people have been on it the whole time? Whoa. You never see people on VR? Really, what I do is I just have myself signed into the VRChat website, and if I'm in a mood to socialize and I see people that I would like to talk to on, I just fucking hop in. And then if I'm not in the mood to socialize, I stare at it and hit refresh and think, man, it'd be so cool if I was in the mood to socialize with these people right now. Which ends up being what mostly happens. It's a desktop app that shows VRChat info outside of VRChat. Wait, you got an app for that? I just go to the website. I have the password saved on my phone. I type V into the fucking Google search bar, and it completes VRChat, and I click it, and then it's like, oh, check it out, Rumble Drake is online. I'm like, Wumble online? And then I go request an invite on Rumble, and I show up, and Rumble is like, hey Deej, and then he steps on me, and I get really flustered and angry, and he's like, haha, look at that. And that's how VR. Why do you Google it every time? What? I don't Google it. I type V into Google Chrome, and then it auto-completes with the website. Can Rumble fluster Sig? No. Sig doesn't really get flustered. Like, Sig likes when Rumble says things, and I don't know. In situations that would fluster me, Sig would probably just make a noise of approval. But he's not gonna be like, oh gosh, I'm so embarrassed right now. No, I don't know if he's fucking capable of that. In fact, I'm pretty sure that Ego once tried flustering Sig, and Sig just called him a very mean name that I won't say on Twitch, and then Ego liked it. Hello, Box, and also welcome. It's a Deej Vora. Hello, Buttsbot. All right, fine. I'm leaving it up because everybody already saw it, but I'm fucking watching you, Buttsbot. Fusky Pup, you were streaming Fortnite, how did that go? And Raiders, how are all of you? Bork to you too! And thank you for the follow. Welcome to the Crudberry camp. Hope you enjoy your stay. Got our asses clapped but had fun. That's how it goes. Some nights you do the clapping, and some nights
Notice the toes. 3 rounded toes.
you get a slapping. Those were the toes, by the way. Did you notice those? I believe that's Where Garurumon toes. Did you notice those? 'Cause they're there. They're out there and they're real. Okay, let's see. I think that's the entire fence. No, gotta get this part. Alright, cool. So is that the entire fence? It's looking like it. And now we clean this dumb asshole's house, I guess. Alright. Also, hello, Dumpster Fire. Welcome back. Oh, not welcome back. Welcome for the first time into the Crudberry camp. Appreciate y'all showing up and being here and being cool and giving follows and being sweet and being cute. Appreciate that very much. If you did not know, by the way, my name is Crudberry. I'm a variety streamer, and I have just moved to New Mexico. This is my first stream with my current setup, and also the first stream in this house. So I hope y'all are having a wonderful time. Tomorrow we will be playing Resident Evil, but since that's a game that I'm sure a lot of people would love to see me play, RE4, the remake, courtesy of Mail City, by the way. Shoutouts to fucking Mail City for being the absolute goat of getting me gifts. But yeah, since that's a game I wanted people to be able to see me play and not just a midnight kind of thing, I wanted to do a test stream to make sure everything was working out, make sure all of my assets were correct, make sure the internet's doing good. And so we're just doing some Powerwash, hanging out and chatting. And I hope that's a vibe. I hope y'all enjoy. Hi Crud, hello the Epic Gamer Boy 694. Gonna lurk you while I vibe with my fellow dipshits in VR. Yo! We were just talking about VR. Have a good time. And an absolutely wonderful lurk. How much of the polycule is in your house? Just me and Remy. The OGs, as far as I'm concerned. Wait a minute. So, here's the thing. In the polycule, we tend to sit here thinking about who has dated the longest. And I'm realizing that Remy and I might be top 3. Like, even of like the extended polycule, we might be top 3. And that feels pretty good. We've been together for 9 years. That's a long ass time. If somebody was subbed to my channel for 9 years, I think I would just shit myself. Yeah, fucking Fluffy Scales resubscribed for, what would that be, like 109 months? Or 108? I think that's right. thing for me is like, if I see people in VRC, I'll think like, I don't want to intrude on what they're doing if they're doing their own thing. So unless I'm invited, I get too nervous to join. Bananas, that's why there's a request invite button. You send a request, and if they don't want you joining, they won't bring you. I got like 5 requests last night, because I think people expected me to be at like a really big VR hangout, but we were having like low-key personal talk time with just me and a few other folks. And so I was like, yeah, nah, I don't really think these are like a good fit for the current vibe. I'm gonna just not answer these requests. And when that happens, people are like, oh, I see. So they are busy. Yeah, but then that's bothering them and I'd rather be dead. Okay, but the thing you don't understand is that when you get a request, if you don't touch it for 10 seconds, it just disappears. It goes away. You don't have to worry about it. They will see your request, field it appropriately, and if they want you there, they'll invite you, and if they don't, the request disappears and is tossed into the fires of Mount Doom. No skin off anyone's nose. I mean, I'm not saying I don't understand your, like, hesitation. I definitely get being nervous about this kind of thing. But then I'll think, oh, maybe they didn't see it and send another one and make it worse. Just don't send a second one. They saw it. It's a big blue icon. They definitely saw it. Don't worry. But I was gonna say, even though I totally understand where you're coming from, I am amazed hearing this from you and then having seen you at the con and all of your various bananas behaviors. I feel like you were like a social butterfly in person. And you get so scared online, which is like the total opposite of how I feel. If I join an instance and there's a bunch of people I don't know, I'll immediately get overwhelmed and leave. I mean, that's fine. See, like, when I join an instance on somebody that I know, I have 2 options. 1, I stay, hang out, talk to people, maybe meet new people. Or 2, I show up, say hi to the guy that I wanted to see who invited me, give him a big hug, go rrr, 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 and then I fucking dip, dude. Like, if there's people I don't know, I'll just be like, oh hey, just popping in to say goodnight to my mate. Hey, love you, you're so awesome. And then I bounce. I'm gone. Because you're right, I don't want to fucking talk to anybody either. I don't want to meet new people. Actually, that's not true. Sometimes I do. But like, if I'm just looking for a low-key friend hangout, and there's 10 folks who all have their own names that I don't know, that's too much social pressure. You expect me to remember who the fuck you are? No way, dude. I have a disorder about this. I gotta go. You got a Puro plush, loving it like a child, won't let anything harm it. That's so sweet. I would love a Puro plush, actually. That sounds super cute. There you are. Oh, I've been looking for you. Yes. Okay. What now? Is it this? No. Wall base. You! Alright. Pretty snazzy. Let's get the fuck out of here. I hate this guy. IDK what it is about VR, but it activates my social anxiety 100 times more than like talking to new people IRL or in Discord. I kind of get that though, because okay, if you're talking to people in a call, you sit there saying words and like it's one thing to mask for, right? You have to put on your social butterfly mask and pretend that you're in charge of yourself and know everything and know all the things and all the jokes. And then when you're done, you'll be like, phew, they were fooled. Good thing I only had to worry about one thing. But when you're in person, there's a lot more stuff to deal with, a lot more things you have to pay attention to, like gestures you make, faces you make. Do you go in for a hug? If you don't go in for a hug, will they expect one? Like, all of these kinds of things, right? Who do you sit next to? If someone walks in and starts petting people and everyone's like, oh, I'm okay with being pet. Are you like, is it okay for me to pet? Like, all of these things, especially in furry. There's so many faux pas. Faux pas, haha. So, VR makes that scarier because you can't gauge someone's reaction, right? If you're in person and you like let's say you're sitting on a couch with three folks that are your friends, but you're not sure like what level you're at, you could like do that thing where you relax if you're sitting in the middle and you put like an arm up and just like lean back on the couch in a relaxed position. And then if the person next to you is like, oh cool, your arm is up, I might take this opportunity to like scooch a little closer and maybe we can start cuddling. Like, that's a thing that can happen. And I'm not saying like put your arm around them, I'm saying just put your arm up, right? Because that's a signal. It's a universal signal that everyone knows means I am inviting to possibly have closer contact, but if you don't want it, we will both pretend that that's not what I'm doing and we'll move on, right? Being IRL has these little nuances you can do like that. But if you're in VR, you can't look at their face, you can't hear their breathing, you can't see their eyes. It becomes so much scarier because you have basically all of the knowledge about what you're doing and how they're responding of a VR or of a Discord call, but you have all the nuance and faux pas possibility of IRL. And it's a weird combination. VR makes me feel weirdly super comfy. My RPG hyperfixation goes ham, and then I'm just a character and not a person. See, that's another thing, is VR is also a place where some people just let loose, and they don't care what you do, because they're just in a different zone. Like, if you've ever known someone who's like super quiet in Discord calls, and then you get into VR with them, and they like run up and grab you and they're like, oh, you're so sweet, I fucking love you, dude. And they give you a smooch on the forehead and you're like, what? Huh? What? You're this social? I've experienced that so much. And those people are one of my favorite kinds of people to be in VR with, because they will just confidently do to you what they're comfortable having done to them. And you can say, if they cross your boundaries, like, oh, hey, back up a little bit. That's a little beyond my line. And they'll be like, oh, my fault, no worries. And then they won't, like, stress over it. Like, that shit rules. That's awesome. So, like, you get the exact line that they're okay with, and you get to set your line, and it's just smooth sailing, right? But then there's some people who come into VR, and I am aware that I am one of these people. I'm roasting myself. They'll get into a world and they'll be like, oh, hey everybody, you're watching cooking videos? Oh, that's pretty cool. Oh, that chocolate looks good. And then they don't know where to sit, kind of like shuffle. And then they realize that they haven't turned colliders off, and they're the only one that's like on top of the couch, and everyone else kind of sinking into it and getting cozy. And they're like, oh, but I don't want to get up and move and go turn my colliders off. But and you kind of like they look over at the colliders button. They're like, oh, where's the colliders button? They're like turning their head constantly, and because they don't have any trackers, their fucking dump truck ass is swinging everywhere. And they're like, oh, yeah, there it is. And they go hit it, and they come back and they sink into the couch. But now they're like, oh, where do I sink in? Do I sink in next to you or next to you? And like everyone in the group starts paying like cozy attention to one person, like telling them that they're cool and giving them head pats. And you're like, what? All right, do I give head pats now? If I give head pats, is that weird? Or are my paws too big to give head pats right now? Is it going to get in the way of other people's paws, and they'll be mad because they can't see themselves giving head? I might switch avatars. Okay. Okay. Yeah, this one looks good. And then it has a sound cue when the avatar loads in. They forgot about it, and it's loud, and everyone hears it. And they're like, "Whoa, what was that?" And you're like, "Oh, I'm sorry. I got I just and then they leave." And they get invited back, and they're like, "Oh, sorry, I lost my internet connection. It was real bad. Sorry about that." And like, "Oh, yeah, no worries. You're cool, dude." Yeah, it's hard. It's fucking hard. VR is difficult. And the thing that's so funny about it is when I'm in this mode and I'm looking back on experiences I have in VR, I know in my mind that if I am very familiar with everyone in the room and they invited me to be in the room, and they're all cuddling, that they're probably cool with me joining? And if they're not, then like, why did they bring me here to the place where they do this vibe cuddle thing? But like, being in the moment is so scary, because the only thing that I can see is that picture of like all the people looking at you from the party, and the one girl has like the scowl while she's holding the solo cup, and it's like, you thought that you could join the cuddle pile? Which is such a furry social anxiety to have. It's the furriest social anxiety, but it's real. I see that happening in my future, and I'm like, oh god, that's the worst. So here's my trick. And if you ever see me doing this in VR, this is what you will now know. You will know my secret. When I'm in VR, I will become a little guy. I'll be something that no one can hate. I'll turn into like a tiny like Puro the size of a computer mouse, like super small avatar, like water bottle size Puro. And then I just use my fucking overlay to raise myself to an ideal height, and I go and sit like wherever. Because when you're that small, people don't really consider you to be like, oh, you're kind of in my space. They're like, oh, look at the little guy. Like it's so much more likely that people will be like, look at the little guy. And then I just get to do a little head wiggle, and they're like, that's so cute. And it's not because it's a micro thing. Because some people come up to me and they're like, oh, little guy, I'm gonna do a chomp. And it's like, okay, I mean, this is positive attention, I guess, but this is not why I'm doing it. I'm doing it because it makes it so much easier to force people to say what they're okay with, right? If you're a little guy and people are like, oh, I want to grab, then you can go over there And then when that interaction is over, you just stay the fuck still, and you're in the cuddle pile, baby. You snuck in. You had your special key. I do this all the time. Whenever I feel nervous in VR, I become a little guy, and then people are like, oh, okay, that little guy, I'm gonna say exactly what I feel about that little guy. And it works like clockwork every single fucking time. I can't help but think everyone thinks, oh god, who's this guy? Now I gotta deal with this. No, I feel that. I feel that so fucking hard. But I'm pretty sure that that's not what people think of me, which means I'm pretty sure that that's not what people think of you. But god, it's scary. Clean the carousel. You know what? I don't want to clean the carousel. I want to end stream. But this has been fun. I feel like we've had a good little stream here. We've tested everything. I am okay with it. I'm okay with having my PNG tuber on top of the game. I thought I would hate it a lot more than I hate it. And I'm glad that I don't hate it, because it means that I can fucking chill. I'm literally about to go into VR now because I feel like it. Hey. Hell yeah. I would say that I would join you, but I'm actually getting kind of eepy. And I want to be well rested before the RE4 stream. So I might just go join my kobold in bed. Oh, but then I forgot to turn the colliders off, and she's rolled over, and it's like a position that I could spoon, but it's like, am I supposed to spoon? Will she hate it if I spoon? I don't know. And then I like inch a little bit towards her, and it moves my feet from being in a comfortable laying position to like shooting behind me and crawling, and the guy on the other side of the bed gets just my feet and tail in his face, and he's like, what the hell? I'm like, oh, sorry, this avatar does that. And he's like, oh, you don't have trackers. I'm like, no, I don't have tracker. It's whatever. Doesn't matter. Tofu? Deej awa awa awa? Eepy and Neeby to Sleepy? I am Eepy and Neeby to Sleepy right now. I need to put slime VR trackers on my throne so I don't have to worry about the social anxiety anymore. Anyway. This has been silly. This has been a silly stream. I've enjoyed my time here. Go get good EPs. I will. Oh my god, you're fucking adorable. I very much appreciate the level of cute that Tofu has up their sleeves all the time. Love you, glad you got your stuff set up. Thank you, thank you! Oh, I'm so happy. It makes me incredibly happy that everything is working correctly. You're adorable, thank you. Let's raid. I'm hoping that Oku isn't gonna be done soon. I think we're all good. Let's get over there real quick. We're gonna raid Oku. As always, hit him with the bear raid. Rawr rawr. And whatever emote you like at the end of it. I'm gonna use Lunar 26 Gasm, because that's what my mouse was hovering over when I hit the emote menu. There you go. Bear raid, rawr rawr. Oh, thank y'all so much for being here. Thank you for sticking with me through all these different iterations of my stream too. I look at this new background and I remember when it was just clouds. and a GIF made by Notepad. I have changed so much, and it makes me happy to know that some of y'all have been here the whole time. Heck, I'm getting emotional. I gotta leave before I start crying! Thank you for hanging out. Thank you for being you. And in fact, keep being you, because that's my favorite thing that you do. And I will see you when I see you. Tomorrow. I'll be streaming tomorrow. That's when it is. Okay, I love you. Goodbye. Bye.